We are 6 weeks post-op. Honey boo, we made it. We made it. 6 weeks post-op hysterectomy was Friday. And I gotta be honest with you, I didn't think I was gonna make it, y'all. Okay? This has been the longest journey of my whole entire life. The one advice, if you're watching this and you're getting ready to have surgery, or maybe you just had surgery, that I wish someone would have told me, and I think it would have made it a whole lot easier, and this is free 99, do not fight the rest. Okay? You need to rest. When you fight it, it makes it harder. And I know for a lot of us, we want to get up, we want to clean the house, you know, the kids ain't helping, the husband ain't helping, and we're the people, right, that keep it all together. But I'm here to tell you that when you fight it and when you try to deviate from that plan, it literally sets you back, right? So when I'm telling you, if you are on the journey and you are weeks 1 to 4, boo boo, the only thing that you should be doing is laying down, okay? And laying down, like sitting up, walking moderate, but nothing else. No trying to clean the house, no trying to pick up them kids, literally sit down. And I wish somebody would have told me that. Like, I probably wouldn't have had the spotting that I did. I probably wouldn't have had the irritation in my stomach that I did, because I was trying to do too much. And people don't talk about that enough. Sit down, right? In week 6, I've noticed that I'm starting to feel like myself again. I am on hormone replacement therapy. And also I have gotten back to my regular routine-ish, right? So I used to walk every day, 30 minutes a day. I used to get up and do weights and, things like that. I'll be honest, I'm learning my new normal. And I think for a lot of us, we have to understand that our bodies, they've changed, right? I definitely hear a lot of gurgling. I don't know if that's anybody else, but sometimes it sounds like my insides are doing backflips. I don't know, whatever. I am noticing increase in constipation, so I am trying to drink more water. So what's helping me, I'm drinking these little tiny waters and I'm just refilling them, because my mind is like, well, they're little, I can do this, right? So this is just a little trick that I'm trying to trick my brain into drinking more water. I am back on my supplements. I'm back to taking Wegovy, and I did have to start over, and I'll record a separate video about that, because Wegovy prior to surgery was helping with hot flashes and things like that. I'm back to the beginning, so now I'm having to start all over and get the medicine in my system. So I am kind of struggling with hot flashes, even though I am on HRT and progesterone. But you know what? I'm learning to give myself grace. My appetite is weird and wonky, and I think it's because of the Wegovy's getting back in my system. And my mood, I think due to the HRT, is way better. I know a lot of people say that, like, once you have the surgery, at some point you just get this and brain fog has gone away. Well, honey, that ain't happened to me yet. It ain't happened to me yet. And if it has happened to you, let me know at what week that happened, because I'm waiting to get there, right? I'm waiting. I do feel like my body is coming back to normal-ish a little bit. So that's why I wore the leggings. So you can see that, like, I guess this, before it was totally extended, but like definitely it's gotten a little bit flatter. When it comes to my, my pincushion belly, this is what my scarring looks like. And here's one thing that, again, we don't talk about enough. Once we've had the surgery and once you've kind of healed with your scars, you should kind of be like rubbing on your scars just a little bit to make sure that you're breaking up that scar tissue. So like every night after I take my shower, I put some oil on my stomach and I just kind of like rub my stomach, and especially on the scars, to make sure that I'm breaking up the scar tissue. So if you want a video on that, let me know. I can definitely tell you the oil that I use. It's super simple, right? But it's something that is going to help in the long run. And I think that's also helped, like with my stomach being just a little bit flatter, because I have been doing just some light, movement on my stomach. Other than that, I'm trying my best to get in my protein, still going for protein heavy. Make sure you get in your fiber. And emotion wise, I feel like now at week 6, my emotions kind of have regulated a little bit. I don't feel as up and down and loopy, and I don't feel as emotional as I felt like week 3, 4, 5. Like I'm finally starting to feel like okay, you know what I mean? And so I'm thankful that I did this. I'm thankful for all the amazing women that I've met along this journey. And I'm just going to keep on going. And this is, again, I always say this is the reason why you need to ask the questions. I go into my doctor tomorrow, and one of the main questions she and I need to talk about is sex after this, okay? Because reality says you just sold my insides. It looks like this. And you want something to be poking. Anybody else have that fear? Like, I'm like a little nervous about sex after this, but we're going to talk about it with her tomorrow, and I will definitely come back with a full report. She is going to look inside tomorrow, which she did at my 4-week appointment, and it's only because I had the increased bleeding, but I feel like I'm kind of healing, you know, really well at this point. And again, it is a journey. I'm excited when I can start doing Pilates full out. I am a little bit nervous about like getting on the ground and doing mat work. So as of right now, I'm doing seated Pilates, I'm doing standing Pilates, and then I'm just kind of like moving my body. So that's another piece of advice. If you're still watching, move your body, right? You have to make sure that you are moving some type of way. So whether that's light walking, whether that's doing diaphragmatic breathing, I did that in my bed. I was doing Kegels, but I think it was a little bit too much for down there, and it didn't like it right now. So I stopped doing that through Hinge Health. Remember I told y'all I was doing Hinge Health, so I'm not doing that part of it, but I am doing like the leg lifts and things like that. And the diaphragmatic breathing, so that has helped. But let me know how you're feeling 6 weeks post-op, and if you're further along, let me know some of the things that we can look forward to. And if you have any questions, honestly, post it below. This community has been everything. We've answered the questions together, we've loved on one another, and I really feel like that's what this is all about. So thank you guys so much for coming on this journey with me, and I love you guys so much. Bye.